Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm excited to talk about the new features of version 8.4.0 of Front Matter CMS. And I'm also really excited because I just received this t-shirt right on time for this release. In this release there's a ton of new features and enhancements that have been added to Front Matter CMS, and there's way too much content to talk about. So in this video, I'm just going to highlight what I think are the best features that you can start using in Front Matter CMS. So let's dive in. The first feature that I want to highlight is the feature that we now support Astro projects. So Astro is a great static site generator for building blazing fast websites that are content focused. So it's a perfect fit for using it together with Front Matter CMS. Now, when you come and create a new project and you open the initialization page of Front Matter, you will see that you now, once you click on the initialize button, that it will already recognize that it's an Astro project. And in your Front Matter settings, you can see that it added these settings for starting your server and the preview URL of your local host. Number 2 is the support for Visual Studio Code themes. It's not really a new feature, we added it in the last release, but you need to enable the experimental setting in order to make it active. What you can see here is that I can use various themes, but it only changes between light and dark mode. That's how the default behavior of Front Matter is. Now, when you enable the experimental mode, then it's going to change this experience. It's going to allow you to start using the Visual Studio Code themes. So the moment I start switching between themes, all the colors are going to be changed depending on the theme that you're going to select. So great feature for you to test out. The third feature is all about UI extensibility. The UI extensibility means that you can do changes to RUI. So if you want to do changes to the cards that you see on the dashboard, or in the panel, you can do so. So we created an UI dependency that you can leverage. And the way to do that is to actually start registering your own scripts. Once you created your own scripts, you can then start using and start applying your own custom UI. You can do so on, for instance, the card footer. We can do that on the card image. You can do so in the panel view so that you can add your own kind of panels if you want to get information from somewhere else and you want to show that once you're editing the page. And even you can create your own fields. And this is where it becomes really, really cool, because you can just create your own custom fields in order to extend Front Matter. So if there is a field type that is not supported, like a cascading dropdown, you can start building it and start using it in your own projects. So you don't have to wait until we deliver it to you. You can start delivering it to yourself. So I think this is a really great feature for the developers in us. Number 4, AI. Everywhere there's an AI these days, so also in Front Matter. So we added a new AI assistant that knows everything about the documentation. So if you have a question during the configuration of Front Matter, you can now ask a chatbot, hey, can I do this, or how can I do that? And it will come with an answer, and it will give you a reference to the documentation. So if something is not that clear, you already have a reference to go to the documentation and read more about the feature. Number 5 is more AI. So we were looking for a way to give back something to our sponsors, and the way that we did it is by coming with a Front Matter AI to the project. Whenever you're going to create a new page, you will get suggestions. For instance, when you have to add your title, an AI will suggest a better title, or if you want to use your own one, you can still do so. There's also a tag or category suggestions, so based on the title and the description of your page, you don't have to think about which tag or category you need to add. The AI will suggest it for you, so then you can decide if you want to use it or not. Even the AI is behind the settings, so you need to enable it in order to start using it. Number 6. One of those things that I did a couple of weeks ago is move all of the content of my website over to another GitHub repository and use it as a Git submodule in my project. Now, I quickly noticed that I hadn't added support yet for Git submodules. So this is what is coming in this release. If you are working with Git submodules, now you have the ability to start syncing all of these submodules as well as your main project over to your Git repository. That way everything stays together, so the moment you do an update to your content, it will also be synced correctly and you don't have to do it manually anymore. So I think that's a great new feature for you in order to start leveraging. Last but not least, number 7. We've added support for multi-project overrides. This feature allows you to override global settings when you are, for instance, managing multiple side projects. This can especially be handy when, for instance, you're working with monorepositories. So it allows you to have a global setting, and then you can, per project, override settings which you need in order for working with that particular website project. So I think this can be handy whenever you're working in that monorepo. So that was it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed learning more about the new features and enhancements that are going to come in the new release of Front Matter CMS. If you have any questions, feedback, please add them in the comments below. Enjoy your day, enjoy testing out the new version of Front Matter CMS, and see you next time. Bye bye.